it's TX Stampin' Sharon. Pushing buttons here, trying to get logged in really quick. Oh, it is a Monday. It is a Monday. It is Monday, April the 26th, and I am live on my YouTube channel. So just checking here to make sure that we really are live. That's always a fun thing. Let's see, why am I not seeing me? Your channel. Everything looks good. Okay, there we are. Phew, that scared me. Okay. Oh, there's already 35 of you waiting on me. I am so sorry. Sue Wall says she's excited about today's mystery stamping because she's not real sure of those measurements. So there you go. It's a fun one. You're going to love it. Let's see what else. Who else is here? Gosh, there's a lot of you. There's already 58 of you. Hey, y'all. I'm super excited that you're here. I love doing Mystery Monday, stamping with you, and I did have a little typo, so I hope you received the corrected email because I did have to, what did I say? Mystery solved on clue number 1. I have to tell y'all, I had a house full of my family this weekend. My kids came, my grandkids came, granddogs came. It was so much fun. But in between trying to like cook breakfast and do the mystery clue and get it scheduled and somebody needed me, it was kind of crazy. So we got it done. I'm not sure why. Hold on, there we go. My little camera zoomed back out. One more time, back out. Come on, there we go. Okay, so I hope that you all love today's card because it's a good one, and I do have a little prop to help you. So I will guide you along. And if you are on Facebook, I invite you to go to my business Facebook page because I shared a lot of pictures of me hugging on grandkids, and it was just such a fun weekend. You know, we haven't really had many of those where everybody could come, but now that we have both of our vaccines and most of my kids do, it was a good one. So it was a very fun weekend. Claire says, sometimes I can figure out the mystery, but today you've got me stumped. Good. I'm glad. Oh yes, Mary. I loved all the crazy. It was crazy. I don't know when my house is going to get put back together, but who cares? Who cares? It was a lot of fun. So, Sue says, I'm sure today's card will be great. There hasn't been a bad one yet. Hope you had fun snuggling grandbabies. Yes, I did. So go check out my pictures if you guys are on Facebook. So my business Facebook page is Sharon Armstrong, Stampin' Up Independent Demonstrator. I know it's a long word, but when I set it up, I didn't know what I was doing. So it's all good. So, okay, that sounds great. Thank you, Susie. I'm so glad you agree that my family is beautiful because I sure think so. Okay, so for those of you who are stumped on today's card, let's get busy making it, okay? Let me flip my camera. There we go. So when I sent out the correction, I also didn't tell you to score your card base. So just fold it in half, give it a good crease. We're good to go. So you will need to do that. Beryl, if you did not receive an amendment, I'm going to give you time to fix it. So it's going to be fine. I will give you time on one of the clues to add the one that was incorrect. But what happened was I failed to add the little slash mark. So it was 2.5 inches, not 2.12. And then down here, it was 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, not 2.14 by 2.14. What is that? Who knows? The other thing I did not put out in the corrected list was that you need 2 pieces of designer series paper that's 1 1/4 by 2.5. You may want to wait till we get to that clue because I'm giving you time. So, you know, mystery stamping is about no stress, okay? We don't stress. We just have a good time making a card using the supplies that you have on hand. And so I don't want you to stress. Even when I make a mistake, don't stress. It's all good. And you know what? If you get lost on one of my clues, just go rogue. Just do what feels good to you and make your card, okay? Hello, Cheryl Ann. How are you, my friend? Hello, Kathy from Minnesota. I have all my bits ready to craft along. I love mystery stamping. So yes, Laura, you're going to score at 4 1/4. That was the part that I left off. So just fold that card in half so that you have a card, okay? Okay, let's get busy. Annabella says, good afternoon, looking young and pretty as ever. Well, thank you, because you know what? I have 11 grandkids, so I'm not as young as I used to be, but thank you so much. Now, clue number 2, I want you to place one of the 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 designer series pieces in the top left corner, and I don't want you to glue it yet, okay? This is all part of the no stress. So my prop, I have my card base here, and in this top left corner, I want you to put the 1 1/4 by 1 1/4. Okay, that's gonna go right here. Okay, but we're not gonna glue it, right? We're just gonna place it there. When you're done with clue number 2, type done 2. Renee says, I figured that's what you meant because you couldn't need 17 feet of anything. Well, I don't know, 17 feet of cards would be good, but I don't think they make that. So you're right, that was a typo. So hello, Shirley from Yakima, Washington. Cheryl Ann says, good vibes, good vibes. Okay, so when you're done with clue number 2, type done 2. So we're just placing it there. We're not gluing it. There you go. You guys have got that one. All right, let's move on to clue number 3. Place the designer series paper that measures 1 1/4 by 2 1/2 under or below the first one, okay? Not underneath this piece because I didn't have you glue it. So it's going to go right here. And y'all love my drawing, I can tell. So this is 1 1/4 by 2 1/2. Okay? So yes, I have totally ruined this piece of cardstock, but it's all for a good cause. So that, and we're just laying it there. We're not gluing it, okay? I don't want you to glue anything because I want you to make sure that all these bits are straight. So we're gonna have lots of bits today, as you know, because you cut them. And so I just want you to place them there. So when you're done with clue number 3, type done 3. Denise in Dallas, missed last week and I'm happy to be here today. Yay, I'm so glad you're here. I hate that you missed last week, but I'm glad that you're here. Patty says, is that score at 4 1/2 or 4 1/4? It's at 4 1/4. Did I say 4 1/2? I did. It's 4 1/4. Just fold your card in half. I'm telling you, y'all are gonna fire me from mystery stamping. I know you are one day. Sue Walls is asking, are these laying on the card base? Yes, ma'am. They are all going straight on the Whisper White card base or basic white card base. Hello, Kirsten. Mary Yates says it does have another side. Oh, well, the other side has writing on it because I did that for my Facebook page. All right, clue number 4. Samantha, okay, so you're on clue number 2, you were adding a 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 to the top left corner of your card base that you folded in half, okay? And then clue number 3 is the 1 1/4 by 2 1/2 is going underneath it or below it, okay? Hello, Marcia from Texas. Kathleen Wright says, never. I'm never going to get fired. I'm never going to be able to quit. All right, clue number 4. Place another one of the 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 designer series papers under the last piece. Now you can start gluing with liquid glue. So this is not in scale, but this is the other piece. We want some space in between. So 1 1/4 by 1 1/4. And we want space, what, about 1/8 of an inch here and 1/8 of an inch at the top and 1/8 of an inch at the bottom. So you are going to be lining these up like this and then gluing it down for clue number 4. Okay, so Bruce says, I have a feeling I shouldn't have used directional paper. Once you do this, your card can go this way if you need it to. Just saying, okay? That's why I didn't tell you about directions, because there were so many bits of designer series paper to be cut. I didn't want you to get confused. If I'd have told you to cut one piece this way and one piece that way, it would have just been a hot mess. So Linda Crawford says, can't wait to see what you're making. Came in late, so I didn't get the papers cut yet. Well, I hope that you enjoy today's mystery stamping and that you will go back and make this card. Angus says, I'm new, have no clue what's going on, but I'm watching. Maybe I can learn something. Well, we're so glad you're here. This is called mystery stamping, where I give you clues to make a card using the supplies that you have in your stash. So watch us, see what you think, and then you can join us every Monday at 4 p.m. Central and make a card. Everybody, no matter where you live in the world, is welcome to join us on mystery stamping. Mystery Monday stamping is what we call it. We do have our own little hashtag Mystery Monday stamping. So if you post your cards anywhere on social media, if you will use that or tag me, then I can find it. All right, you guys are done with 4. So, Angus, it is a lot of fun. Clue number 5, since I did not tell you that you needed another piece of designer series paper that is 1 1/4 by 2 1/2, I want you to cut that now. And then you're going to place that piece on the right side of your card front. Don't glue it down yet. So this is where we're talking. We have 1 1/4 by 2 1/2. Is going to go there. So that's the piece of the designer series paper that you want to cut now. Okay? Thank you, Sue. I appreciate that vote of confidence. We always have a lot of fun. Usually we get off on different tangents of talking about things, which makes it even more fun. Thank you, Samantha. Hashtag Mystery Monday Stamping. Linda Crawford says, I will. I'm doing screenshots as you go along. Perfect. So many of you do the screenshots of my clues, and then you print them off and you save them in a binder, and I just love that. I think that's awesome. Gail is asking if I'm on daylight savings time now. Yes, ma'am. So it is 4:15 p.m. where I'm at. Okay, I think you guys are done with 5. There we go. If you're watching the replay, you do not have to type done. Clue number 6. I want you to place the colored cardstock that measures 2 1/2 by 2 1/2 under or beneath the last piece of designer series paper on the right side of the card front. Don't glue yet. So here we go with our little prop. I'm spoiling y'all with this prop. I normally don't do props, do I? So this is our cardstock, 2 1/2 by 2 1/2 is what we're putting underneath that other designer series paper. Brenda says, too much going on, but love your giggle. We'll watch later. Awesome. I'm so glad that y'all love my giggle because it's me. It's who I am. Samantha Keenan says she is done with number 5 and I have started my 3rd binder. We have been doing Mystery Monday stamping for a year, ever since COVID started, to help inspire everyone who can't get together with their friends and make cards. So I started it in March of last year, or maybe even the first part of April, on Facebook. And then in August, I brought it to the YouTube platform because not everybody's on Facebook. So if you are bored one day, I do have a playlist here on my YouTube channel. You can go back, stop and start any of the videos, and be inspired to make a card using your supplies. Sue Wall says, looking good so far. Okay, I think you guys are done with 6. Clue number 7. You have 2 pieces of designer series paper left. Place them side by side under the cardstock layer. You can now glue down all the pieces with liquid glue. Liquid glue just lets you have some wiggle room. So what I'm saying is you have 2 pieces of designer series paper and you're going to put them here. One of them measures 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 and the other one measures 1 inch by 1 1/4. This card was inspired by a card that I received in the mail from my friend Barbara. Claire says, now I've got it. The missing piece threw me off. I did not do that on purpose, I promise. But, you know, I do love to trip you guys up who try to guess what I'm doing on mystery stamping. So when you're done with clue number 7, type done 7. Bruce says, do we lose points if our pieces are on a bit crooked? Absolutely not. The liquid glue is supposed to help you with that, but I do know it's a bit of a struggle sometimes. But Angus says, off topic, but I like your sparkly nail polish. Just saying. You know, guys, I love sparkle. And I just got my nails done yesterday, and I picked this color, and I said I want lots of sparkle, and I got it. So you're welcome. Linda says, could you move your example over to the right more so it doesn't cover up the clue? I think I'd already done that by the time your message came in, so I think we're good. What were the sizes of 7? Okay, 7 was 1 1/4. It was 1 1/4 by 1 1/4, and then 1 inch by 1 1/4. Okay, does that help you? So those 2 will go right here. I will share the card that I got in the mail. You know, I call it sunshine mail, and I love it when I get sunshine mail from you guys. And this is one of those cards. I was trying to figure out what to do, and I saw this card in my studio, and I was like, perfect Mystery Monday card. Samantha, you know, I did not look up Color Street. Okay, I need to write myself a note because apparently I forget. I'm writing myself a note, and I will look that up. Brenda says, we'll do this later. It looks cool. It is a fun card. Color Street. You know, since I'm going to be honest, Samantha, since I have my 2 vaccines, I kind of enjoy somebody else doing my nails. I'm not going to lie. All right, I think you guys are done with 7. Clue number 8. Add the basic white layer that is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 onto the colored cardstock layer with liquid glue. So that is our colored cardstock layer. So you're adding the basic white layer there. When you're done with clue number 8, type done 8. Color Street is amazing. I know, that's what I've been hearing, so I need to look it up. I promise I will. Mary 8 says, I enjoy having my A's done too. AI's done too. Oh, nails done too. Yeah, I tried for a year. Ever since COVID started, I've been trying to do it, and I've gone twice now, and I love having somebody else do them. They do a much better job. I tried, but I can't come up with this. All right, you guys are done with 8. Let's move on to 9. Add the colored cardstock that measures 2 inches by 2 inches to the basic white layer with liquid glue. So again, we're just building on this area right here, showing off that beautiful designer series paper that I'm sure you guys have been using. That is clue number 9. When you're done with 9, type done 9. Yeah, Mary, I figured out what you're saying, nails. I don't know, they just do a better job. Well, hello, Annette Thompson. Sorry you're late too, but you catch the replay because I think you're gonna like this card. Did give a like for me. Thank you. Yeah, I love all the likes and the thumbs up. The comments after the videos finished, I love reading those. I love reading the chats, but then I also love the comments that are made afterwards, that you love this card, that you made 4 of them, whatever your comments are. And I try to read them every day, but I am a little bit behind from the weekend because of my family being here. Let's see. Susie says, I missed 8. Is that the white piece? I think so, Susie. Hold on. Yes, that is the white piece. So you're going to add the white piece, and then you're going to add this 2x2 colored cardstock on top of the white piece. So I try to go at a good pace for mystery stamping. I try not to rush you. You know, right now we have 151 people watching. I know some are just watching, some are not actually stamping, but I try to get a good amount of dones before I move on. So Annie K's Tornado Designs. Hi Sharon, I'm just watching today. We'll create the card later. Perfect. Oh, Susie says that she's making 3 cards. That's why she missed it. See? All of you who try to do multiple cards, I say hats off to you. I think that's awesome. Margaret says, I love Color Street. My nails haven't been so nice. See, and that's the thing. My nails were a hot mess because I took the acrylic off last year myself because the salons closed, and I just damaged my nails so bad. So this is a powder. I heard that a powder has vitamins in it and it'll help get my nails in a better place. So fingers crossed that that's true. Kathy says, Monday is just not a good day for me. I keep forgetting. But you know, that's how Mondays are. Mondays are hard, you know, so that's why I keep saying maybe we should change Mystery Monday to another day, but I don't think I better change it. I think we need to keep it where it's at. Anita Chase says, hi Sharon, thank you for the free embellishments. Love them. You're so welcome. I currently send embellishments to anyone who orders from my website and in $50 increments. I am changing my program in May to where you get more of a shopping spree, because some of you who've been ordering from me for a long time, I say you probably have enough embellishments to last you a lifetime. You guys know each other. Norma and Bruce says, is this from quilting? That's so fun. Mary Kunkel says she sets an alarm on her phone so she does not forget mystery stamping. Sue Wall says, Susie, very ambitious. I usually do one first and then I do a few more. There you go. Oh, Sue says she sets her alarm on her phone and on Alexa. That's awesome. Cheryl Smith says this is fun because this is something fun to look forward to after work. Yay! Rose Bell says this is my first time seeing you and I need to give it a try. Well, I hope you do. I'm on here every Monday at 4 p.m. Central. I send out the first clue, which is gathering your supplies, through my email. And so if you're not on my email, where's my little address? Hop over to my blog, www.txstampin.com, sign up for my newsletter, and then at 3 p.m. Central every Sunday, you will get an email from me with that first clue, and you have plenty of time. You have 25 hours to get everything ready before we meet again here on YouTube. I also do the same clues on Facebook at noon, but I switched to YouTube, or I added YouTube because so many people are not on Facebook. Susie Jewell says it makes Mondays fun. Denise in Dallas says, I love it on Mondays. Great way to start my week. There you go. Oh, Carol, hi again. I had to leave in the middle earlier due to company arriving. Well, there you go. I get it, having company come and you got to get stuff ready. I totally get that. Claire Forgy says, this is the best way to start the week. You know what? I agree. I really do. I think it is a lot of fun and it just gets those creative juices going on a Monday. Beryl Thompson says that she has set an alarm as well. It is 7 a.m. here in Australia. Oh my goodness. You do have to set an alarm, don't you? All right, let's move on to clue number 10. I want you to stamp the small sentiment on a basic white scrap. I want you to cut it out with a trimmer, snips, etc., to make it fit inside of the last colored cardstock layer that we added over here. So it needs to be, less than 2 inches. Now, I don't know if y'all have trouble deciding how big to cut your cardstock. So on Facebook, that question came up. So I'm going to show you how I do it. Now, I don't have my mat under here. But what I do is I stamp, and I just pick a corner. For some reason, I always go to the right. And so if I stamp like this, that's a new stamp, by the way, then I will take my trimmer. Let me grab that. Whoops. Move all those clues over. Let's see. I'm kind of zoomed in far. So then I line it up here and I make sure that I can clear. You'll see how I can clear the word right here, and I will cut. And then I'll turn it this way, and I'm going to cut a little bit bigger because I want to show you another way. So this comes out, it's pretty close to 2 inches, but when I cut it, to me, it's not as centered. Like I have more room over here than I do over here. So I will turn it over. And then I will stamp again. Let's see if we can center it. I can't, the camera is over my head, but I think I got it. And that's how I do it. That's how I create that sentiment stamp layer. So I just thought I'd share that with y'all if you ever have trouble figuring out what your sentiment layer is. Okay, let's see. What are you guys saying? Mary Yates says, see, Sharon, you're loved all over the world. I love that. Suzette says, hi, Sharon. Sorry I'm late. I will catch the replay. Just watching. You enjoy. We're almost done. Linda Crawford says, well, it sounds like I need to sign up for your newsletter. I was just thinking, I am about as slow as a snail or turtle and wasn't sure how I could do this with you. Thank you, Sharon. Can you see, Linda, how I give you time? And we chit chat a lot in between, and I show you how to stamp in between. You have plenty of time. And I always say that if you get off on a clue, just go rogue. Just make a card. Okay, I think you guys are ready. You have added it to the card, right? We've done all of 10. I see lots of dones with 10. Okay, let's move on to 11. Now I want you to stamp a small image on the basic white scrap. Cut it out with snips, punches, or dies. And I want you to add it to the bottom left of the sentiment layer with dimensionals. Now with that said, if your image is too big, in other words, if it's gonna come off of the page, then just put it up here. We just want, we're trying not to we're trying not to add too much bulk or too much to cover up our designer series paper. Samantha, with dimensionals or just glue? Are you talking about the sentiment? I just glued mine down because I added this on with a dimensional. I am loving that Norma and Bruce are talking back and forth. If you want to chit chat with each other during the live, if you will type the @ sign, you know, that little duh, and start typing their name, then you will, they'll be able to see your message. Annette Thompson says, Sharon, thank you for sharing your tip on the sentiment. You're so welcome. I thought since that came up during my Facebook Live that I better bring it up here, but that's how I do it. So, you know, there's always two sides to every piece of Stampin' Up! Cardstock. So that's how I make my sentiment layers. I just flip it over. All right, when you're done with 11, type done 11. You're very welcome, Samantha. So for those of you who are just now joining me, if you have no clue what I'm doing, I'm giving you clues to make a card. And I would love it if you would, when we're all done, you go back and watch from the beginning, stop and start, and make your card. I do have the first clue listed below this video, so you could gather everything that you need to make the card. Okay, sounds like you guys are done with 11. All right. Whoops. Where's our other clue? I missed one. Y'all saw my card, didn't you? Add any embellishments that you want. That is clue number 12. Margaret says, I made a card at 1 and now I just made another one as I really wanted it more masculine. So this time I used well-suited designer series paper. There you go. Sue Wall says, that's a good tip on the sentiment layer. Mine are never balanced. Okay, well, I'm so glad that I could help you with that. Let me see, I need to do a little housekeeping here. I'll be right back. You guys add your sentiments, add your embellishments, I mean, and then we're gonna see if you love your card. If you already love your card, tell me. Tell me in the chat. Whoops, let me do this. Anita said, I saw a little of the card. I know now. I can't wait to make this card. Claire is asking how and when does she post her card? You can post your card. If you're on Facebook, you can post it on my business page, which is Sharon Armstrong, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you are not on Facebook, it's a little bit harder because there's really no way for us to do that here on YouTube. So let's see here. All right, let me make sure I'm saving this. Bear with me, guys. I'm doing a little housekeeping here. Okay, let's go back. Okay. All right. If you need to contact me, visit my store, my blog, I just put all that information below the video, so you'll be able to watch that or get that information when we're done. And let's see, how are we doing? Where is, there we go. Pat Sickler says, I love my card. I use the Peony Garden Designer Series paper. Oh, I bet that's really pretty. Okay, y'all want to see my card? Here we go. This Designer Series paper goes with Friends Are Like Seashells. Love you to the beach and back. Thought that was a super sweet little sentiment. This Designer Series paper is going away. The end of May is the last time you can get any last chance products off of my store. The stamp set is carrying over into the new catalog, but the paper is not. And I love this paper. I've made so many great cards with it. So the new catalog launches May 4th, and after May 3rd, you cannot get this Designer Series paper off of my store. But the Friends Are Like Seashells will still be available. If you have not received your annual catalog from me yet, that means that perhaps you just requested one, or you, if for anybody who places an order on my website, you should have already received yours. I've heard from a lot of people, but you can contact me through my blog. That's below the video. Click the Show More button, and you can visit my blog and you can request a catalog. I can only send it to you if you live in the United States. Yay, y'all love my card. Thank you. Oh, my embellishments. Do y'all know what those are? It's these stickers. They are self-adhesive die-cut stickers, and I put that one on with a dimensional, and I loved it. So there's my little shell that I stamped and I cut out with the snips, and then I added some other of the shells, the starfish and everything, just to make this card a little bit different. So those are my embellishments. There you go. So again, the paper and the stickers will be gone after May 3rd. So it's really, it's really sad when this kind of stuff retires, but there is a lot of fun things coming. Let's see. Renee says, mine is very pretty. Suzette says, love the card. Lori from PNW says, I use that sentiment too. I use Whale of a Time Designer Series paper and love it. First time creating with you and not just watching. How fun. Yay, Lori, I'm so glad. Oh, Susie, you're right. This is in the June. This will be good until June. But let's just, anything else that was from the annual catalog, goodness gracious, you're right. This paper will still be available until June, and then it'll be gone for sure. And then anything else that's from the annual catalog will be gone. You know what? I can't believe that I didn't catch that the first time either. Oh my. I'm telling y'all. Oh, I didn't show you the card that inspired me. Hold on. We got to do this again. This is the card I got in the mail. Look how sweet it is. It's from my friend Barbara, who lives in Arizona. And I kind of tweaked the measurements just a little bit. And then I realized, I told y'all Designer Series paper, she actually stamped on cardstock and just alternated the Designer Series paper. There you go. So, all right, what are y'all saying? Angus is saying that I should do a Zoom and everyone can show the cards. Wouldn't that be a fun party? Linda Crawford said, I purchased the stamp set while I was in the States, but unfortunately did not order the papers and embellishments. Ah, rats, I hate that. Anita Chase says that I have the coolest laugh. I'm so glad y'all enjoy my laugh, and I just hope it makes you smile. And you know what? That little saying that somebody sent me for my Facebook page says, hey y'all, don't forget to laugh today because it's good for the soul. So I hope that my laugh makes you laugh. Susie says, I wasn't sure, but happy to have it till June. Yes, it is till June. Thank you for catching me on that. Oh, yay, Connie. Connie is going to come back next Monday at 2 p.m. California, which is Pacific time. So yeah, check your time zones. I am on at 4 p.m. Central every Monday, unless something happens. If you're on my newsletter, you will get a notification if I have to cancel or not have a Mystery Monday. I've tried really hard every Monday to be here. So Sue says, no, let's see. Bruce says, for my first time, and the painted poppies and peaceful poppies paper will make this layout again. Awesome. I'm so glad. Yay. Y'all say that this is fun. This is a cute card. A Zoom would be fun. Yes, Audrey, the items in this suite will go until June 30th. My mistake. I was thinking about the last chance flyer that I had here. So yes, you do have time to get those cute little stickers, those little seashells. So Beryl says she used the flowers for all seasons. I know, Cindy, isn't that sunshine card in the mail just so precious? I love it. So, okay, you can go to my Facebook page and post your card there if you want to, and I will be watching for it. And tell me, hey, I'm a YouTuber. I watch you on YouTube. And then, you know, we'll have to work on that Zoom thing. I don't know. I have thought about doing mystery stamping on Zoom, but honestly, I will tell you why I haven't done it. My setup here that I'm using now, I have 2 cameras that I use an app called Switcher. I can't use Switcher with Zoom. When they finally fix that, because you guys need to see the clues. A lot of you take screenshots and you got to be able to see the clues, and you guys need to see me. So got to figure that out. So anyway, okay. Peggy says, I've been stamping for over 26 years and I find this so much fun. I'm so glad. You know, when I joined 23 years ago as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I was like, I'm just going to get the starter kit and then I'm going to quit. I'll learn everything and then I'm going to quit. Well, guess what? I'm still learning, so I can't quit. Susie says, I like your live. Zoom is overrated. Yeah, I think we've been on so many Zooms lately that we're just like zoomed out. But it is a great way to hold up your card and see it. So I'm so glad you love my laugh, Cindy. Thank you. Sue Wall says, I only do YouTube, no Facebook. I like what you do now. Perfect. You know what? You guys send a card to someone. Let them ooh and ah over your card. Somebody who is at home, who hasn't been able to get out much. You know, we're still being careful with COVID. You know, that's still a thing in our world. So, you know, send a card to someone and brighten their day. Put some sunshine in the mail. Let's see. Your card cannot be loaded as a comment on YouTube. I wish, but you know what? I bet it's for a reason. Because after I get off this live, and by the way, any of you who ever make a comment on my videos, if you ever get a comment that's from anybody else but me, don't click on it. There's bots out there and they send porn and all of that. I go through after all my lives and I watch for them and I report them and I delete them. So don't ever reply to them. Don't ever click on anything that anybody else shares as a comment because it's not me. The only links I will ever send you is if you ask me, where can I find a blog post or where can I find your store? I will give you that link. But if it doesn't say TX Stampin', don't reply to any of that mess. It's a constant thing, so maybe that's why YouTube doesn't let you comment a picture, because I don't think we want to see some of those pictures that those bots put out there. Okay. Oh, Cheryl Smith says, Zoom could possibly be distracting as some people haven't figured out how to mute. You're right. You're right. I do know that I have the control to mute you all, but then it wouldn't be any fun. I don't want to read the text, the chat on Zoom. This is more fun. Everybody can read this better. So we'll just keep it the way it is for now. All right, guys, come back Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central. I'll be right back here on my YouTube channel. I've got a fantastic card to share with you. And then, of course, next Monday, 4 p.m. Central, I'll be back with another Mystery Monday. Have a great week. Happy stamping, y'all.